Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Purdue Boilermakers. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. Wasting no time taking a shot. Underneath toast the coverage. Got it deep downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go to work for the first time today. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Oh, everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
To the air, it's Card. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 4 from the 20. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This is such a hard area to have success as an offense. I mean, you're backed up near your own end zone. What you really want is just any kind of space. Like, can I get some breathing room? But again, I know this is a defense too. I know you're trying to get out of there, so I'm playing the run really, really hard. I'm sticking to the wide receivers out wide. Nice job, but hey, you didn't give up a safety.
Just trucks through it.
You put this guy back deep for a reason. He can fly, and you can see the speed. He gets up to top speed. Tough time taking angles, makes a big play, and gets a huge gain.
He caught it, takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Smashes through the tackle. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon! How about that special teams play? That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they get him down for the sack, and that ought to do it here in the quarter, and this defense ends it on a high note. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Dropping back, it's Card. Nowhere to... Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football, and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. Usually brag about it, especially defensive. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field and put up a touchdown, this could be a potentially 9 to 10 point swing based on your defense getting you that safety.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Throwing right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Card. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. Just broke the tackle. Continues to fight for yards. There he goes. Open it up.
It's never fun as a defense to start in your own territory. They're already in scoring position, already on your side of the 50. It's not fun. Now you got to buckle up them straps, really get things locked and loaded, and get focused on what can happen.
A first down run on the doorstep.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Card. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's another safety. They get their 3rd one of this game. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Bringing it back, it's Smith. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A chance here to take control of this game. The late score in the first half, and now the opportunity to extend the lead even more.
And just keep building the confidence, right? Got the lead after the first half. You get that late score there at the end of that period, and all of a sudden now you're starting to feel like everything we're dialing up is working, and we want to go keep lighting up the scoreboard.
So I think that means stay aggressive, right? Don't change who you are. You finished the first half great. Now come out and set the tone in this second half.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Here's the handoff. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They want that clock to run.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. At the 20, he's got space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Purdue Boilermakers. Now,
he's going to take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Purdue's offense will go to work for the first time. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Oregon! And the defense doing work. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner goes down. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Pressure comes, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Trying to find his man on first down. Touchdown, Ducks! What a grab and go for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on second and long from the 9. On the ground, it's Love. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Loose ball squirting all over the place, and it went out of the back of the end zone. That'll be a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. He'll bring it back. It's Cephas. Touchdown, Oregon! The special teams proving worthy of their name. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Right back to the well. It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Toss sweep to the left. Shakes off the tackler.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Going up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Toss to the left. They knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The first two drives wound up in the end zone. To keep this one going, they'll have to convert third and long. Zings it complete to the right.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe it.
For the third time in this game is going to be a safety. They've got a touchdown worth of safeties.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Looking for a block. It's Smith. Breaks the tackle. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run to start this second half. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the single back.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
First down to start the drive after the break. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Only in the hops.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today. Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Quarterback checking off. With the run on 1st and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wants to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield, it's Card. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over.
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Purdue Boilermakers. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
He's going for it all. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
Looking to pass. It's Card. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. After misfiring, it's second down. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. They're trying to get to it. And down he goes back at the 3. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On the move, it's Smith. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll throw it on first down. And the ball is picked off. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, second and long from the 11. The give out of the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to get, and the ball's free in the end zone. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown. They'll line up to go for 2. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a man, it's Carr. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Quarterback sneaks it ahead, and he'll be brought down. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind. No, you got to be aggressive here, because if you score a touchdown, the nail is in the coffin, and this might be ball game. And even if you don't get it, they're now going to have to drive the entire field.
I'm in the lead. Everything's going.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through, playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And they will score! Touchdown, Oregon! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Firing to the right, complete. He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the break. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Card. They cough it up inside their 3. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. If you're going to run that play, you have to get it out of the end zone there, and they'll take the safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give and tick, 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 tick.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Daly. He makes the connection. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he
takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch. There is time on the clock. If there is time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's He's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop it. But I would argue, Reese, you can just take a knee.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Purdue Boilermakers. Now to my guys in the booth.
Oh, he's going to go up top. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown Ducks! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Let's see what he can. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Touchdown, Oregon! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew.
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
From inside and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Recovered by the kicking team. Touchdown, Oregon! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will take the field for the first time. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Slips through the line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. 1 running back in the backfield, and he has it. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. 42. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Ducks have this offense rolling. They'll go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Quarterback sneaks ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard to the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Back to throw, it's Card. Oh, he dropped it! The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce, right back to the offense.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. To the air on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over to the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The running back has it. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made after the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs. And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Okay, ready? They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Set. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two. A third and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive there?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
He'll sneak it. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Card. That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Hard running there. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They'll run the toss. Headed to the end zone. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with a ceiling touchdown.
And I think some people don't like that. They think it's piling on. But listen, the offense is running the football. They're not throwing it all over the yard. Your job to stop it, even though we might have some fun handshakes at the end of this one.